The original home was built by Hugh Allen in 1906 and it was in a very rundown state. We knew we needed to retain and restore that, but at the same time create a big, open and generous living space for the family of 7. I'm Madeline Blanchfield, Director of Madeline Blanchfield Architects. I worked on this project from inception to completion with the project architect Adriana Basili, and it's been at least 5 years in the making, so it's exciting to see it completed. This house is probably about 5 kilometres from the CBD. Then in the other direction to the east, it's probably another 5 kilometres to the beach, so it's a very special spot. It's also Gadigal and Bidjigal land, and we acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land and pay our respects to the elders past and present. We restored the existing front fence and garden, and that was one of the big, I think, achievements of this project, is that the much loved front side garden is still there. And now when you enter the house, you actually walk through it to the front door, which is pushed back on the site. So you pass the existing heritage home and then enter in the new portion. There's quite a clear delineation between where the old building stops and the new building starts. That was very important to us architecturally and is in line with the Borough Charter and heritage approach. There's a casual living area on the right-hand side which has windows to the east and the garden and windows to the west and the city. And when it's all open, it's almost like an outdoor pavilion. It's very humble in scale compared to the existing heritage building, and that's exactly what we were after. We needed to draw people downstairs in a celebratory way, so we've got quite a dramatic spiral staircase made of concrete and steel. And it lands right in the middle of the living and dining areas, but in a way that's quite sculptural, and it just becomes a part of the space. The living area opens out to the garden and pool in a very indoor-outdoor way, so when it's all opened up, there's really not much separation between the garden and the spaces. We decided to draw on the red bricks which appear on the heritage facade in places. And we basically built the entire volume of the extension out of brick. We have portions which are laid in a hit and miss style to bring light in, but also give a sense of cocooning the space. The kitchen is very simple and refined. It's actually got a whole lot of things going on behind pocket doors, which enables it to be in the space and very open, but also very functional. There's a lot of walnut in the kitchen and beams around the ceiling which also do some work structurally, and air conditioning and lighting is incorporated in those in a really discreet way. There's a very, very large dining table designed by Kai Lu. We created a special space for it which is essentially underground, and then we had to find clever ways of drawing light into that space to make it feel really good to be in. One of the tricks was to put a skylight up through the garden, which drops down at the back of the dining table and delivers a really soft, gentle light to that space. The flooring on the main living level is terrazzo, which is really beautiful and warm material that we could run inside and outside and around the pool. And then on the upper level, there's mostly timber, but we've changed the colour of the timber between the old and new portions to highlight that separation. It's really nice to come back and see the house being used by the family, because it's a big family and a lively one, and it's just lovely to have that sense of calm and separation from each other, but also that they are able to be together. So I think the house gives them those little moments of escape and also togetherness, and that's really beautiful to see play out after the completion of what was a very big and complicated project.